Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back into Abrams Reacts. I am here today to not do a reaction video, but I am here rather to talk about my experience at an Aespa concert. I just got home about 2 hours ago, and for my first time seeing Aespa, my first K-pop show, and got home, made some dinner, and I wanted to come on here and share my thoughts about the overall experience. And so let's go ahead and let's get into it. All right, guys. So just got back from seeing Aespa in Chicago at the United Center, their Sync parallel line tour, and Aespa is a group that I have known of for, I mean, really since I started listening to K-pop at the end of 2023. If you're new here, I started listening to K-pop at the end of 2023 and have been, learning and diving into that genre, right, with all the different groups and artists and things like that. And I remember very early on, maybe like the first couple of days of listening to K-pop, I put on, Spotify's whatever, this is K-pop playlist or whatever, and I remember hearing Salty and Sweet. And that was the first Aespa song that I heard, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I like this. Catchy, it's a good chorus," and made it into the playlist. But New Jeans was the group that caught my eye. It was the one that really kind of started my K-pop journey. It was New Jeans and G Idol, right? So I really focused on those groups for, I mean, really like half a year, 6 months, right? Um, Around the time where Aespa dropped Armageddon last year. So I think that was like May, and so Armageddon comes out. I listen to it because I see online, I see on Twitter and Instagram and everything. Everyone's freaking out about Supernova, right? I check it out, fantastic. And then I listen to the rest of the album, fantastic. And I start listening to Aespa more, and I dive into more of their old stuff. And the year goes on and progresses, and then we get the solo songs, which were just they're so incredible, all four of them. And then we obviously get Whiplash, which is one of the strongest releases of the year last year, and instantly became a huge fan, right? And so when I saw back in whatever September, October that Aespa was coming to my city, I knew that I had to go with my friends. And so we got tickets and I went to my first K-pop show. And I wasn't really sure what to expect, right? I've seen some different things online. I see posts where um there's people, there's girls that are disrespectful towards men, straight men for coming to these shows, right? They think that it should be more just for girls. And so, going into it, reading some of those posts online, maybe, I had a concern of, is there going to be people that are going to give me a hard time being at this show? But I'm here to say that Aespa is the best concert that I've ever been to. And I've been to, I don't even know how many concerts in my life, a lot, upwards of 30, and all different genres: metal, classic rock, alt rock, pop punk, um, many different genres, EDM, right? This was the best concert I've ever been to. And there's a multitude of reasons for that. First off, obviously, we can talk about Espo, we can talk about the girls, right? Their talent is insane. And I've known this, right? I've seen live performances in the past from their old shows, specifically the one at the Tokyo Dome. Um, and listening to their music and seeing their videos and behind the scenes and stuff, I've known the true talent of these girls and this group. And I mean, the talent was on full display tonight. It was insane. And I'm gonna post, pictures in here that I've taken. I can't post videos, I don't think, because I don't want to get, hit with copyright. Maybe I'll post a clip or two, but um, the talent was insane, right? The mixing was insane. I'm a musician. If you're new here, I'm a musician. I've been a musician my entire life. I started drumming when I was like 6 years old. I played bass guitar. I'm a drummer. I'm a percussionist. I've played a bunch of different instruments. I play in a drum line. Um, Mixing to me is big, and it's really what drew me into K-pop in the first place, was the overall production and instrumentals and audio mixing on the tracks. I thought that it was at a different level compared to Western tracks. I thought that the I was a really big fan of a lot of the instrumentals, specifically in Aespa, right? They are known to have very unique instrumentals on their songs. Um, but the overall production and mixing on the songs in the K-pop genre are significantly better than that of many Western music, in my opinion. And so that drew me in, and that transferred to the stage, that transferred to the stadium, the United Center that I was in tonight, that transferred to the concert. It was insane. You could hear everything in the song. Instrumentally wise, you can hear, you know, each member and their mic very, very clearly, and that matters to me as a musician, right? And I know that there's the stigma out there that, oh, maybe there's a lot of guys out there that like female groups because, for inappropriate reasons or whatnot. But that's not my friend group. That's not me. We are musicians. We go for the music, right? Um, I'm not going to sit here and act like these girls aren't incredibly beautiful, right? But that's another part of K-pop as well, right? It's not just singing, it's a performative aspect as well, right? That's why, I've learned over the last year and a half that each group has a visual person, right? That's part of it. But my friends and I, we were drawn to this concert because of the music, not because of, some inappropriate reason that, perhaps other people attend these concerts for, right? Another thing that really kind of elevated this experience tonight for the concert was that the people there were so incredibly nice, right? This is the first K-pop show that I've been to, right? I stated that. I've gone to, classic rock shows. People were great. It was more of an older crowd. Growing up, my favorite band of all time was Styx, and so, they were big in the 70s and 80s. And so, at those shows, there was a lot of older people. Those people were nice. At the metal shows that I've been to, the majority of the shows have been pretty solid. But there are some people there that are not great, and there have been some, unfortunate things that have happened at some of those shows that I've been to, and so that kind of draws down the experience slightly, right? Um, my worst concert experience ever was seeing the band Camino for the first time, I think in the summer of 2023. And it's not that, the band Camino, I love the band Camino, right? I think they're a fantastic band. It's not that their show was bad, it was the people at the show were, you know, souring the experience. We had people stand in front of my friends and I, directly in front of us, tall people, choose to cut in front of us. And I'm relatively tall, right? I'm 6 feet, but my friends are more on the shorter side. They chose to stand directly in front of my friends and I, and then they weren't even paying attention to the concert. They were on their phones, they were talking, they were playing games on their phones and things like that. So that really drew down the experience. But when I went to, see the band Camino the second time, it was an incredible experience, right? So experience level will differ from concert to concert, and I understand that. But it felt to me like Aespa's show tonight, it was the most pure show that I've ever attended. It was the most healthy, if that makes sense. It was a very uplifting, it was a very positive, sweet show. And that to me means a lot. And all of the people around us were extremely kind. This was the first concert that I can remember where I didn't have people next to us talking during the songs, talking during the concerts, being on their phone, taking pictures, and like standing up in front of people to block their views. This was a seamless experience. And I think, um, whether that's just who fans of Vespa are, whether it is, that demographic of people that listen to this type of music, maybe they just have a certain level of respect that perhaps people that listen to other genres don't have. I don't know what the true answer for that is. I'm just speculating, but this was the best concert experience that I've ever had, and I'm just so incredibly grateful. I was so excited for this concert. I knew that it was going to be an incredible time, and it's just, I'm so grateful that I have really kind of dove into K-pop, right? Because this is more of a personal video, right? But I'm gonna just keep going because I know that some of you guys out here might relate, you might understand, or might like hearing this. But you know, I discovered K-pop at a low point in my life, right? I was fighting my way through college, and I was at a tough part of my life, and I had just gone through a really bad breakup, and this new genre of music that growing up when I was in high school had a negative stereotype towards, of like, oh, you listen to K-pop, that music's lame, or that's stupid if you listen to that or whatever. I finally said, you know what, I'm gonna experience it myself and see if I actually like it. And I found all these groups with music that I really, really liked. Whether it was New Jeans or the Seraphim or G Idol or Aespa or XG, Red Velvet or Islet or um, Blackpink or whoever it is, right? There's all these groups there, and then there's all of these individual members that I get to learn about. I get to listen to their solo songs. Kiss of Life is another one, and it's just like it opened this entire new world to me, and it gave me something stable in my life that was there. It was like opening Pandora's box. All of this new stuff that I had never heard, um, you know, was presented to me, and I got to learn all these different things and hear all this new music and listen to types of music that are being written and created across the world for me. And then I got to take those songs and things that I liked, and I got to present those to my friends, and it created new experience with my friends where I got to listen to the songs and share this music with my friends and my family. And that to me is just so powerful. And so I have people ask me, I've had my parents ask me, how do you listen to this music? Why do you listen to it? You can't even understand some of the lyrics that they're saying. And for me, it's lyrics are a big part, of course, but I can look up the lyrics, I can translate the lyrics. To me, as a musician, it's music first. It's the music that matters to me. And if the music makes me feel a certain way and I enjoy the song, that's all that matters. I don't care if I can understand the lyrics or not. And I'm not going to just not listen to things because I don't understand them. If I listen to something and I like it, I'm going to then take the time to understand it, regardless of whether I can speak the language or not. It's no different than, when I experience and enjoy a song that's all in English, I then go and look up perhaps a deeper meaning or, what is this song truly about or things like that. So I'm not going to let the fact that, not all of the words I understand hold me back and allow me to miss out on all this incredible stuff that's being done. And so just overall a great experience. I know I've been rambling. I know I've gone a little bit personal, but um, you know, great set lists. I don't know. I don't remember if they played Thirsty. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull up the set list. Let's see if it's updated for Chicago. It is. Did they play Thirsty? Yeah, they didn't play Thirsty, so that was sad. But more of a reason to kind of go back, right? Um, but it was just an incredible time, and my best friend that I brought with to the concert, he's a fan of K-pop, but he, I think, kind of felt some sense of embarrassment a few months ago, and I told him, let's go to this concert. He's like, I'm never going to be seen at a K-pop concert. And I said, will you go if I buy your ticket? And he said, yeah, sure, if you buy it, I'll go. And so I bought it and he went, and I think after he experienced, I mean, he was in shock the entire time. And, he said this was probably the best concert he's ever been to as well. And, I just think, like, I don't know. Aespa is such a great group, and all of the members are so incredibly talented, and they all seem so genuine and so pure and so thankful for where they are and so appreciative of the fans. And it was a fun time, and there were funny moments, and, there were intense moments with the music. And, um, I can't say enough good things. I could sit here and talk for 30, 40 minutes about this concert, but um just an incredible experience. And don't let the money hold you back from experiencing things like this, because I'm at a point in my life currently where I'm not necessarily in the best financial position. Um, but I didn't want to miss out on this, right? Because I know that I can put the work in and the money will come back to me, but I didn't want to miss out on tonight. And I'm so grateful that I didn't. And this concert was worth every single penny that I paid. And I mean, next time they come around, I'm gonna do my best to get, in the pit as close to the stage as I can, because just an incredible experience. So if you listen through all of this, I really appreciate it. If you're new here and you enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, really helps me grow the channel. And I appreciate you guys as always. And I will see you in the next reaction video. Have a good one.